All right, here. Jubilee. We love Jubilee here now. At first, I did not. Not more of this. I'm sorry, but I want to. I love this shit. It's just so outrageous to me. Do all nudists agree or disagree? What does that even mean?
When you are
like, are their exact opinions the same?
ready, you can drop your towel.
Would I ever be a nudist? Nah, bro. I actually always wear socks. You will never see me barefoot. So boxer briefs too. You'll never. I actually keep my body. You know, I'm chilling. Like, I work out a lot. I still rarely like to be shirtless because there's no point. Like I don't gotta flex too hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to flex my junk too hard. Not that I'm like a shower, more so a grower, but you know. That dude's too confident. He looked like a fucking Pillsbury Doughboy. A core belief in the nudist community is that nudity should not be censored. Okay. They just are probably hardcore sex addicts and want to see everybody's junk. They're like dogs. When you meet them or when they meet you, they want to sniff your ass, except they want to sniff your balls. And that's how they get to know you for real, if you wash your shit.
I have gotten aroused while being nude. 3, 2, 1, go.
If they're nudists, doesn't that mean that they would, if they've ever gotten aroused, that this would be agree or, you know, true?
Duh.
I'm a pansexual. I just like human beings. I think they're hot. If I had a nude beat.
Dude is a pansexual? What does pansexual mean? Does that mean that you like don't want to fuck anybody?
Or at a nude social gathering, I may like get aroused.
Look at how much is censored right here. He's got like a 15-incher probably. What the fuck? On this white fat dude over here, it's probably gonna be like it's gonna be like 1 pixel.
Because they're just hot people. Like, oh, you guys, y'all are beautiful.
You too.
Like, look how long this one is. The other one's gonna be like a square.
It's completely natural to get aroused, whether people are naked or clothed.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, a girl could be wearing lingerie, she could be wearing booty shorts. A guy could be topless and I could get aroused.
As someone who throws nude events, there's definitely been times where people have been aroused at the event and
He likes pots and pans and plates. Yeah. Yeah, that girl was valid. She was valid. I can't say, you know, I'm happily engaged here. You know what I'm saying? I can't say.
they can excuse themselves. But
She definitely not. She looks like a witch. This girl right here.
There's never been a time where it's happened and, you know, people made a big deal out of it.
She looks like she takes the pots and pans from the pansexual dude and makes some sort of concoction that's gonna kill everybody else.
It's just something that comes and goes. It's a natural part of life. And I think you learn that being naked more anyway.
The human body is overly sexualized. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, it is overly sexualized. That's why the average person, the first thing they think of is that it's going to be an orgy. Because people think the only time you get naked is to have sex or shower, so it must be sex related.
Exactly.
Okay, I get his perspective, but at the same time, they are sexual organs, your penile and your asshole and your titties and your vagina. So like if it's a sexual organ, then it would be sexualized. You know what I'm saying? He got a small cock. Bruh, look, I told y'all. Pansexual dude over here had like a rectangle. This guy got like a fucking rhombus. He definitely not packing as much.
I have an art event where we draw naked bodies and we do figure drawing. And when I told people, everyone's like, well, how are you going to stop people from having sex? And that's kind of hard.
The old man got a nipple ring.
Even when art people can't see the naked body as art sometimes.
Well, and it's incredibly insulting. If the notion is the only thing stopping us from having an orgy is the fact that we're wearing clothes, I mean, that is so stupid to think that, you know, the crew on this, if everybody was nude here, that there would be one big sex party, you're out of your mind. That's just not how it works.
I think that I disagree with them. I think that the clothes is almost like a protection against the sex, which is like a deep urge of humankind. That like once you take that off, it's like when everybody feels as though when they take their clothes off, it's just a societal norm. I get it. But when you take your clothes off, like you're ready to go, you know what I mean? But like if you got your clothes on, it's basically like a non-consent, like do not touch me sexually, you know what I'm saying? Whereas this dude, I bet you, you know, he might have some consent issues here.
I perceive my body as art. In fact, when I did my first nude yoga shoot, I saw my body for the first time in a way I had never seen it before. It gave me a new sense of feeling beautiful, seeing my body nude. And when I want to be perceived as sexy, I use clothes. Because with clothing, you can be so much more sexy.
So
I'd have to agree. I think that sometimes chicks be hotter when they're wearing clothes because there's like a sense of mystery to it. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're naked, it's all out in the open. I feel like the whole aura of being sexy is almost like you can't have it, at least just yet. Feel me?
We're doing a thing called Hot Takes. We had our audience submit the hottest take they have and assumptions that they have on this group. So the first one, I sit with my bare butt on the couch.
We need more clarification. Is it my couch or my friend's couch?
Or my friend's couch? That's
There's
what
an
I'm gonna
etiquette
say.
thing here.
There is a naturist etiquette. You should bring a towel or something, you know.
I have slip covers on my sofa.
Smart.
Just in case he eats Chipotle right before and he be shitting everywhere. So
I just cut out the middleman and only have brown furniture.
Oh no!
it probably didn't come brown. He probably made it brown with all his shit.
Nudists crave attention.
I have to admit, sometimes when I go on nude hikes, there's a certain degree of getting caught that does speak to an exhibitionist side of me.
I kind of do get a kick when someone's like, you know, it's funny, but also I know that I am doing it for attention, to call attention to this thing, and that makes me happy.
Nudists.
So did she agree or not? She said that she did not do it for attention, but then she's like, oh wait, you know, sometimes I want to show my donk to people. But yeah, that old guy, I bet you he like goes into people's houses, he breaks in, he don't steal shit. There's like a PS5 waiting right there. It's even boxed. They haven't even opened it yet. And he just wants the people to walk in while he's butt naked on their couch, schlong just hanging there. He looks them in the eyes, looks at his jank. I bet you he been to fucking a mental hospital.
Do a lot of psychedelics.
I personally abstain, but I'm also in a huge art crowd, so yeah.
I don't do drugs. I mean, I recently had a
This bro over here, the pansexual, that's how he became a pansexual. He took some acid one time and he fucked his pan. And the rest was history.
an experience with a weed brownie, and that took me out, and I was like, this is not for me.
Okay, next prompt. Being naked in public should be legal.
They gonna agree.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'd do a cartwheel if I didn't think the mic would fall off.
Isn't that the whole point of being a nudist? Like you want it to be legal and you think it should be normal to be nude in public?
Can I keep on going? Can I just go all the way over here? Of course, being naked in public should be legal. The more it becomes accepted and normalized, the less people would freak out about it. And if you look at basic history, there was a time men couldn't be topless at the beach.
Bro rethought what he was saying. You can't even be a nudist if you don't think that it should be legal.
Yeah, that's right. Come on, brother. Come on. Through all society, it's always like if you go to another country right now, there are places women can't show their face. So it's like, oh my God, you're showing your face. It's just a basic thing that needs to change because it doesn't hurt anybody, it doesn't affect anybody. And if it was legal, I would be naked.
I bet you if this dude probably just doesn't get any pussy. If he fucked a bunch of bitches, like he wouldn't be begging everybody to be naked all day in the US or wherever he lives. Like if he saw enough titties, you don't need to see it anymore. You're like, okay, we'll just leave that to the bedroom.
Naked on the street right now.
Okay, so I somewhat agree because I also know that not everyone wants to see someone, naked in public because that may not be to their liking.
I have a counter to that. That's how some people
I bet this dude just got like a 13-incher and that's why he's fine with being a nudist because like he just packing. He's not embarrassed at all.
feel when maybe a really big girl is wearing super booty shorts, but that's her choice to wear it, and people will tell her like, I don't want to see that, and that's not fair because you can just look away if you don't want to see it. No one's telling you need to stand there and stare or make an opinion about it.
Well, yeah, it's just because, it will just make like a huge like uproar. I think there should be certain spaces for people to be naked in public and, just for certain spaces for just regular people just to wear, boring ass clothes.
Isn't that segregation though? And I feel like you're protecting the youth so they don't see like a 13-inch anaconda coming in their face. Not like that, like just they don't see that and they don't get too, I guess when you know about sexual stuff younger, like it's better so that you know not to get pregnant. Like it's when you don't know shit that bad stuff happens,
Doesn't need to be legal everywhere because going down the financial district, it does not make any sense.
I agree, but I mean, like, that's the same thing for all people who are fighting for their rights to do something. There's gay bars that get shot up. Does that mean that gay people should just have a space where they should just be gay only in this space because it's offensive to somebody and they decided to shoot people? So I'm just saying that, like, what you're saying, I really do understand it. But it's kind of like a fear-based thought to me.
Yes, I think right is right.
What makes you think it's right?
For you to have the basic human right to be the way you were born?
Yeah.
That's it?
What I'm trying to say is that like what you may think is right for you may not be right for other people as well.
That's why
Facts. That's why there are laws. Just like how in some places you can't have a fucking, RPG. It doesn't matter if you feel safe. It matters if other people around you feel safe. Just like if your RPG in your pants is... This dude knows what he's talking about. He may be a nudist, but he's there. He fucked that pan and he got all the knowledge of the universe.
I don't have to participate in it.
Exactly. Like the whole concept of legality just means that you're not going to get in trouble for being nude. Like in my country, I cannot do that. Like I could get arrested. We're not forcing everybody to be naked. We're just giving people the freedom to be naked if they want to be naked.
Yeah.
It is appropriate to be nude among children and minors. 3, 2.
This is where we're going to find out if the two fatties here are pedos.
2, 1, go.
I belong to strictly family naturist groups. There is also a background check that is made that you...
Come on, bruh. Everyone agreed. Look, again, I maybe like to help them learn the anatomy and like and to maybe not over sexualize so that they can develop better. I don't know, bro. I would have disagreed though.
You pay for. That's what makes it wholesome for me.
That's why I somewhat agree, but obviously public nudity.
They probably get off on this shit. They need to chill. They need to chill, please.
Where it's not a community, then I can see where it can cross a line.
I have done like the World Naked Bike Ride, and there's,
Imagine one of these bikes, like the stench of the bike seat. They probably got like a fucking dildo, how it has the suction thing? They probably got a dildo suctioned onto the seat. So when they sit down, they're fastened up Like they can't fall off anymore because it's screwed in there tight.
Hundreds of tourists, and I'm aware of parents that are suddenly caught off guard by all these naked people on a bike. They'll take their kids and they'll put their hands in front of their eyes or kind of move them like this, because in that situation it's kind of being put upon them involuntarily.
Well, it's either shameful or it isn't. We are nudists and it is not a sexual event. And as far as World Naked Bike Ride or any...
If they see it, if like, their perspective is that they don't want to sexualize the human body and that's why they're comfortable being around kids, then I get it. Like they're not trying to be pedos, but if they just like the attention from the kids, that's where it's fucked up.
Parade or protest or any of these events, do you know what happens when...
Do I agree with them? No.
When the naked bodies go by the kids, they giggle, they laugh, they point. It's fun, it's silly. It's nothing traumatizing. And I wish I had been born and raised in a nudist family, but I didn't discover it until I was in college.
I agree 100% because kids, they don't have that experience of sex as yet. Like I teach kids yoga and I have a calendar in my studio sharing my nude art. The kids look and they continue doing what they're doing. They're not staring at it thinking, oh, this is what she's showing.
She's got a calendar showing her cooch for the kids. Feds, go get her.
Oh my God, look at my teacher. Her boobs are there. Like, they're so innocent and it's beautiful. So I feel like it shouldn't be hidden from kids because, as you said, it is completely non-sexual.
I love that you do that. That's super beautiful and really amazing. I also have naked posters in my room, and when my niece comes over, she goes, you know? And she'll actually ask me, like,
She probably think you a freak, bruh.
can I take off my clothes? You know, and I'm like, yeah.
See, that's why it's not cool. Because then the kids will normalize it and they'll start doing it in their school and shit. And then things turn, you know, like things happen and then someone's pregnant at the age of 14 or some shit.
Totally. And I feel like a lot of kids miss out on this ability to respect themselves and understand their body and love themselves because there's no one else around them who is also just walking around in their skin and feeling comfortable and seeing ourselves for who we are.
I'm comfortable with anybody seeing me nude. 3, 2, 1, go.
They need to log up. Imagine at the very end of this, they like cops roll up with handcuffs and everybody just is going to jail because they all just admitted on camera to all of their illegal activities.
My naked body's all over the internet. First I was kind of scared, but then I was like, you know, I'll just say fuck it.
I knew it. Dude is a porn star with that 13-inch anaconda.
Confidence a whole lot stronger. To me, it's like, I don't care if you see me naked. I feel like you're just seeing the real me, the true me, you know? Yeah, so.
I've seen nudist friends of mine have pictures taken and put on dirty, you know, vulgar websites. Oh, I saw you on that site, so you must support that thing. No, I really don't.
I agree with you. I mean, I had a super bad experience where I was just coming out, sharing my nude art on Instagram, and then...
Coming out. Are nudists part of the LGBTQ community or not? Because I feel like that's an outsider group.
And like people started messaging me and saying that they're seeing my photos on Pornhub, and I'm like, what? They're like, that was completely without my consent.
I mean, for me, I have an OnlyFans, and with those
Are you really a nudist if you have an OnlyFans where you show pictures of...
platforms, I am holding the power on what they're...
So she's just an entrepreneur. She ain't a nudist. She just getting that money.
Able to see. Yes, maybe they can screenshot it. Yes, maybe they can share it on something else. But at least I know that I am making that conscious decision that I want to share that. That's who I am. That's what I do, and that is my lifestyle.
In the past, I have been afraid to show my body.
Yo, she got an OnlyFans and she's going on this nudist shit, Jubilee, because how many views this shit got? 1 mil? That's easy OnlyFans promo. She just got fucking 1,000 subscriptions right there. $5.99 per month. What is that, 6K? She ain't a nudist. We caught her.
3, 2, 1, go.
I didn't even know it existed when I was a kid, when I was in high school. I didn't even think about that kind of stuff. But when I went to college, I had people who would pose nude from art classes, and immediately it was a bucket list thing where I was like, oh, that's a thing I can do? And so I signed up, I did it, and that's when I was like, oh, this is great. And I got known as kind of like the naked guy on campus. Like I was naked at my dorm. I would go to people's rooms and they would have a picture of me that they had drawn me. I'm like, hey, that's me. And people would recognize me, and it was fun, it was silly, it was goofy. I wish everybody had that.
In high school, in the locker rooms, I would go into a bathroom stall instead of changing in front of the other guys there, because I was just afraid of how they would like, you know, see my body and like, you know, judge me and just view me and stuff like that. So yeah.
So he just went to the opposite end. He like took acid one day, again, fucked that pan, and now he's confident.
Sorry. The question.
Oh, I thought it got awkward.
I did not even know that was going to trigger me. I was afraid to show my body before because I have a medical condition called folliculitis that affects this texture of skin on my butt. So even as a kid, when people would go to swimming pools, people had on bikinis or whatever, but I would always wear shorts because I started seeing that everyone's butts looked smooth and mine didn't. So I felt something was wrong with mine, and it took me so many years before
Are they gonna show it?
I even had the courage to go and let a doctor look at it to diagnose it. Now, I mean, if you see my Instagram, you would never think that I had this issue. But it shows that I've come such a long way, but it was a struggle before.
That's beautiful.
You're perfect the way you are. You always were.
Thank you.
I am
Bro trying to get laid after this, huh?
not bothered by what other people think of my body. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, why would I care?
As a kid growing up with like really bad anxiety and stuff, even though I do show myself online naked, there's another part of me that also thinking like, do they like it, or are they gonna make fun of me? Other people's like opinions will definitely get to me.
I have a mirror, so I know.
So dude is just being a rebel now that he was so anxious about his body when he was younger, and then now he's just going on the complete opposite extreme end. And so that's why he's a nudist, which I don't think that's the way to conquer it.
What I look like, and I don't really care what other people have to say. I'm a fat guy, man boobs, small penis. I don't care. It's my life.
I told y'all he had a small ween.
You either love me or you don't. And you know, anybody who throws some hate my way, they're more saying something about themselves.
Well, when I first started being nude openly was like the first time when I saw myself, and I was like, I actually love myself. I love my body. I used to think, oh, I need bigger.
She's like, damn, I'm kind of thick though. Let me, all these bitches online, they making money with OnlyFans. Let me make some of that bread. That's why she's doing it. Nah, we know what you doing.
Boobs. I don't need to do that.
And why is that so revolutionary? Why is this outrageous? Shouldn't this be the way it is? Why do we look so crazy saying things that make total common sense?
Exactly. Because we're taught to not like ourselves. And I've been thinking about why. Because our society profits from our insecurities.
Yes.
I mean, plastic surgery is pretty freaking expensive. Makeup, everything. If everyone was happy, how many people would go out of business?
Yeah, I think at the end
That's a fact, low key.
of the day, I'm like 100% happy with the way that I look and how I feel. I think, yeah, I do. I think I look amazing, and I love it. And I love being who I am right now, and I've fluctuated through different weights, and I've lost weight and gained weight, and my body's gonna change, and I can't wait to get older. I think that it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets to do that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I love bodies in general.
Me too.
I love you guys. You're all beautiful.
That is officially a wrap. If you want to wear it, we do have some Jubilee merch.
Bro pulling up a mask, not even for coronavirus, but just because all of them don't even wipe their ass. He like, I don't even want your shit near me.
Oh my God, I love this.
Jesus Christ. What did we just watch, people? Why did we watch that?